Now the next sutra, Pratyaksha Anuman Agamaha Pramadana. Now he is telling about that this Praman is also of three types. I mean, due to these three things, our Pramana Vritti is made. Now we will discuss it. Pratyaksh. Pratyaksh means direct perception from your senses. So whatever happens with your direct perception, so it is a right knowledge. Suppose you are seeing me and someone says that you have seen him or not. Suppose someone claims that you have not seen him. So you know you are right, you are wrong. I have seen him. Means this is the knowledge which you need not need any other one's praman. You are seeing, you have done from your own senses, you have percepted from your own senses. So this is Pratyaksh. And then Anuman also. Anuman means inference, but you cannot see all the things, you cannot get the knowledge of everything only through Pratyaksh. So Anuman is also one type to get right knowledge. So what is Anuman? If you go in the philosophy, here very briefly, but there in the Nyaya philosophy, he has described it in a way, I mean in 4 or 5 chapters, or if you have gone through the logic also, so he has described it there. We will discuss it briefly just to understand it. What inference is, we will discuss it, and what Agama is. Agama means scriptures. So you get either direct knowledge from your senses, or you have a inference, or you have a scriptures. Scriptures are any this type of personality who is of vast knowledge, then you believe over it. So not only scriptures, that type of enlightened person also you believe over it. So here he says that there are 3 types to get right knowledge. But you see, in the 5th sutra he has also told there are some sad vrittis and good vrittis also, happy vrittis also. Means Patanjali was so clever. You see what has happened, there is a lot of fight over these things, pramana. Buddha philosophy only says that only you have to believe in Anuman and Pratyaksh, no Agama. He says that even that any person can be wrong. He says that I can also be wrong. So you have to understand by yourself. If you understand yourself that it is correct, then that is correct. Don't think that everything, every written thing is not right knowledge. So he repudiated everywhere. And Charvak philosophy, he asks Anuman is also not good. He only says that what you have seen Pratyaksha, that is only right knowledge. So that is a materialistic philosophy. But here all other philosophies except him, like Buddha, like Jain philosophy and every philosophies, they discuss about these 3 things. Buddha philosophy don't believe this on this. Patanjali believes, Sankhya philosophy believes over it, but he kept a condition on it that those who are sadness, you have to leave them, and those who give you happiness, you have to keep them with you. Means you have to decide what is good and what is bad. So, but Buddha says no, you have always to leave them, you just study them, listen them, and you experience them also. If it comes in your experience, then you have to believe over it, otherwise you have not to believe at all. But here he says you believe, and then if it is not good, then you have to not take it, and if it is good, then you have to take it. Means he is trying to catch your ears from, not from ears, just घुमा के कान पकड़ने को. So why? Because what happens in our Indian scriptures, what happens, they have keep a thappa of Nastic atheism to you. If you do not believe on scriptures, then you will be Nastic, and if you believe on them, then you are Astic. So, Patanjali does not want to labeled as a Nastic. So, he kept a very rational way that if you have experience and it is good, then you have to believe it, and if it is not good, then you have not to believe it. But here Buddha says, even Veda also, Veda and Upanishad are also them, he says that you have not to believe them at all. You have to experience, then you have to believe. So, inference, you see inference, for inference he says that inference is also a type of knowledge. How? You see, just as I give you an example, that there are one thing that you feel, just you see something, it is a fire here, and then you see that in this fire smoke is there, and you see many times that where there is fire there is smoke. Then you can get a knowledge of it, automatically a knowledge comes in you that where only fire is there, then you will think that there will be smoke. And if only one smoke you see, then you will always think, get inference that there will be fire, because you have seen it before. This is why he calls it a knowledge. Anuman means anuman. Anuman is made of two words. Anuman means pre, K-N-O-W, means pre-knowledge. A knowledge we have, you percepted you before. So, Anuman means if you have percepted it, then from only one thing you can say that there will be, if only you see smoke, then you can say that there will be fire, surely there will be fire. But suppose from here you see a fire on a mountain, बर्फ जो जमी होती है, तो बर्फ में भी तो धुआं निकलता रहता है. You can see this, and बर्फ also, in the बर्फ also there may be smoke. So, but there is no fire. So, how can you say? Charvak says, how can you say that there will be fire? So, it may be wrong also, he says. So, it is not a right knowledge, he says. But Buddha says, and even yoga says, and all other philosophies says that no, you have to believe on it. Mostly it gives you right knowledge, because you have experienced it. And for the Agama, scriptures, and I have told you it already. So, this one he tells it like this: atheist and theist. You see, it is called Astik and this is called Nastik. Our Indian philosophy has been classified in two forms. One is Astik and one is Nastik. So, you see, Astik, Nastik, normally we think that those who believe on God, that is Astik, and those who does not believe on God, that is Nastik. Normally we think, but no. Our Indian, I mean our Veda and our this religious philosophers, they did not classify like this. They classify this, that those who believe on Veda, they are theist, and those who do not believe on Veda, they are atheist. So, that is why Buddha philosophy and Jain philosophy, they are atheist, because they do not believe in Veda. And all these 6 philosophies like Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Mimamsa and Advaita, they all believe in the Vedas. This is why that Patanjali and Sankhya philosophy, they do not to be categorized as atheist. That is why they say that we believe on the Veda. But you see, Kapil and this Patanjali, they have from inside, they always say that these are the things you have not to believe over it. Indirectly, they always say that you have not to believe on these things, on Veda and scriptures and all these things. Indirectly, because they do not want to be atheist, they want to be theist. So, indirectly they say that no, we are theist, we believe on Veda. But you see, about all our Indian philosophies, every Indian philosophies, except some new one, like in the Advaita, some new one, they say that they believe in God, otherwise all our philosophies, not yoga philosophy, not Sankhya philosophy, they don't believe on God. And Nyaya, Vaisheshik don't believe on God. Buddha and Jain, so they are already there. And Advait also says that there is no God. And Mimamsa strongly said that there is no God. But due to these, due to faith in Veda and non-Veda, that is why they have been categorized as Astik and Nastik. Okay? Viparyayo Mithyaganam Tatrup Pratistham. Now he is defining Viparya. What is Viparya? Mithyaganam. Mithya means false, or Gyanam means knowledge. Means Viparya is false knowledge. Now he says it again. Tat Roop Pratistham. Tat means in, Roop means form, Pratistham means established. Means Viparya is that false knowledge which is not established in its own form. To describe it better, we give you an example. You see there is a rope and there is a snake. When you see a rope and due to darkness you think like a snake, it is a false knowledge, it is a Viparya. Means when you say to the rope, you see that it is a snake and you think that this is a snake, but in that rope a snake is not there, really it is not there. In that form only rope is there, but you make it established wrongly, mistakenly, that in the rope a snake is established. Means in the rope should be established, rope should be there. In the snake, a snake should be there, but you are establishing it in a mistaken way. You are saying that in the rope a snake is established. It is not in own form. It is not in a right form. You did not categorize it in a right form. So that is called Viparya, means false knowledge. And he says that false knowledge also makes vrittis in your mind. And you always get fear from these things. So there may be good also and bad also. He says that there may be some vrittis in the Viparya that can give you happiness and that can give you sadness also. So this is Viparya.